Welcome to this short, quick start guide for Convirza for advertisers. To log into Convirza for advertisers, visit www.convirza.com, hover over the login link on the top right corner, and click on Advertisers. This will open a new tab where you would enter your email address and password and click Login. Obviously, there's a link there if you forgot your password as well. This brings you to your home page. Your home page is a snapshot of the last 7 days of activity on your account. It shows you your total calls, your unique calls, which are like unique users on a web page. It shows you your answered calls and your average call duration across the top. The middle two boxes show you your calls by day and unique calls by day. And then across the bottom, you see 4 boxes that are links to our conversation analytics engine. It tells you your total leads and your total conversions. What Conversation Analytics does is it listens to every call that comes in and uses a proprietary software that records, transcribes, and then analyzes each conversation to tell you what's a good lead, what's a conversion. And that's shown here and then divided out also by your total calls so you can see it by percentage. Now to get started, when you first log in, all of this will show zeros. So what you're going to need to do is create a campaign. There's a link right here on the left that says create a campaign. And if you're on some other screen, you go over here to the sidebar where you have settings and campaign. They both take you to the same place. This takes you to the campaigns list page, which again, when you first log in, will have 0 campaigns on here. So you're going to want to click on add a campaign right up here in the top right corner. Once you add a campaign, you get the campaign builder. Campaign Builder will allow you to name your campaign, assign a campaign ID if you're going to need to map this campaign to other internal controls that you have. You can enter that here. It is not a required field, so I'm going to leave that blank. Your campaign owner you can assign here. If it's not the person that logged into the software and you want to assign it to somebody else, you can do that. The campaign owner is the only person that can make changes to the campaign. Assigned users you can add. This will list all the users on your account. Assigned users will be able to view the data from the campaign but will not be able to make changes. You can set yourself a start date and an end date, which will turn on or off the active switch based on when you want the campaign to start and end. I'm going to go ahead and let this start now, which is a default time. It automatically defaults to right now. And I will leave this end time open-ended so that this campaign will never turn itself off. If I want it off, I'm going to have to log back in and flip the switch. Once I hit Save Campaign Details, the campaign is saved, and now I'm ready to add a phone number to it. Adding a phone number could not be easier. You just click on Add a Phone Number, which brings up this Callflow configuration screen. For a single number, you're just going to type in your area code right here and select the city or area that area code is assigned to. You can see 801 covers a large area along the Wasatch Front in Utah. We are located in Draper, so I'm going to go ahead and click Draper, Utah. And then your tracking numbers will pop up in this window. Sometimes you have to click on More to get it to pop up. Here you select the number that you like the best, however you want to, whatever criteria you want to use to pick your number. You name your number. First, tracking number. You select an ad source. Where are you going to put this tracking number? Where do you want this? What do you want associated with this tracking number? Perhaps it's going to be used on your direct mail campaigns. Select a call value for your tracking number. This is again optional, but if you want to assign a dollar value to each phone call, whether that's for Google Analytics when you type to your Google Analytics, or if you just know that each phone call for you is worth $5, go ahead and stick in a $5 phone value, call value. And then you have your repeat intervals. Now on your home screen, you notice that we had total calls and unique calls. This is what determines whether a call is unique. If they call back within this number of hours, they're not unique. So if they call you, they hang up and they call you back within, in this case, 72 hours, they're not considered a unique call, but they are still counted under total calls. So here you can set a repeat interval of anywhere from 1 hour to a year's worth of hours, which I think is 8,600 hours. Whatever you want it to be, We'll just set it for 24 hours on this campaign. And for a simple call tracking setup, at the start of the call, all you need to do is forward it to a new number. And that'll be your store phone number, your location, your number that you want to actually ring when this call is made. You can here now select if you want the call recorded and whether you want a disclaimer played about the call recording. This is the disclaimers that I'm sure you've heard where you make a phone call and it says, this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes or whatever it might be. We have a canned call recording disclaimer that you can choose to play before a voice prompt or after a voice prompt or never. The voice prompt you can select here and name it whatever you want. Please hold for the next representative. If you type it in like this, you will get a text-to-speech computer voice that will read this to your caller, or you can click this add button if you already have a recorded sound file that you want to use. A whisper message, you can select, again, you can select to use a computer message or a sound file. This is what will play to your phone number before the call connects. So the person answering the phone at your business will hear, this call came from your direct mail ad, or whatever it might be. You can use this if you're assigning numbers to different groups or different agencies. This is a great place to identify yourself. And then lastly, you just enter the phone number that you want it to ring to right there and save the call flow. That is how easy it is to get started with Convirza for advertisers. Starting right now, if you call 801-679-6158, it will ring to that, well, fake number that I put in for the ring to number, and it will be recorded and all of the things that you want to happen will happen. What's nice about Convirza for advertisers is we also have this call actions button here. You can assign actions to happen after the call. Convirza does a lot of things when it comes to analyzing the calls. We tell you where the call came from, like with call tracking, just like anybody else does. We also can let you control what happens based on that phone call. So if this phone call comes in, our conversation analytics identifies it as a missed opportunity. You can have your sales manager automatically notified by email as an automatic feature with Convirza for advertisers. So if a missed opportunity is true, send an email alert to salesmanager@yourcompany.com. Click save, and that is good to go. You can also say if the call disposition, let's just say, is no answer, so for whatever reason this call never got answered, then flag for a callback. And that'll go into a list in here that shows you all the numbers that are flagged for a callback. Click save, and you are good to go. That's how easy it is to get started with Convirza for advertisers. We have other videos that are much more in-depth as far as the features and the other robust things that you can do with this software. And we invite you to check those out, and we hope you enjoy.